Okay, so here's the video journal for Soma Cube design number 2. We made a Soma Cube out of cardboard boxes a long time ago, and we just glued the boxes together, painted them up, and it worked out reasonably well, but they took abuse over time. So we had an idea, or I had an idea, of filling them with foam, and as you can see here, I used whatever, I forgot the stuff, the Great Stuff Dow filler. And I didn't know the volume that it would fill, so first was trying to figure out what was going on there. I overfilled one and then tried to just have it go closed, but as you can see, or as you might be able to tell here, is when I was a little overfilled, it actually pushed out the side, so it's no longer a perfect cube, and I don't know how well this will work for a Soma cube. Even when it wasn't totally filled, so this one's not as filled, and the idea is we could go back and do it in steps, but even then you can see that there is some bowing at the bottom. When it is a little less filled, we get sort of a perfectly flat bottom. So it might be that we just need to do it in stages, and as the stages develop, like it'll flatten hard on the bottom and stay flat, rather than bowing out a little bit, because again this one's sort of mostly full, and then we can add in more later. But the cool thing is that I am now over 200 pounds. Granted, that's not cool. That's me being a little heavy. But if I take the block with the foam filled on it, I can pretty much stand on it, which means it'll definitely be strong enough for little kids to climb all over and do stuff with, and that is great. The other thing is this. I think if I did this right, it would have filled up 4 boxes, maybe 3 to 4 boxes, probably actually closer to 3 now that I think about it. So that is more expensive than we want per cost per can, because foam should be relatively cheap. So we might have to go with a urethane solution that is from another source, some sort of other expanding foam kit of some kind. And or potentially it's just that buying in the really small volume makes it expensive, so if we bought the same thing in sort of a larger volume, it would work fine. But figuring out exactly how much to fill them and how many layers we have to do and all that stuff does make it interesting.